Farrah Fawcett's only child spent over a decade cycling through arrests, rehab facilities, and psychiatric holds. This year, the people closest to him finally said something nobody expected. He's been clean for 5 years and doing better than anyone imagined. Farrah Fawcett became one of the most recognized faces in America through Charlie's Angels, and in 1985 she welcomed her only child, a son named Redmond, with longtime partner Redmond O'Neal. As a boy, Redmond even worked briefly as a child voice actor, appearing in projects like Johnny Bravo. But behind the scenes, his home life was reportedly turbulent, and by his own account, the combined weight of family conflict and inherited fame started causing serious problems long before adulthood. His arrests began in his early 20s, first for methamphetamine and cocaine possession in 2005, then a DUI 2 years later. He cycled through more than a dozen rehabilitation programs by the time his mother was diagnosed with the cancer that would eventually kill her. When Farrah Fawcett died in 2009, Redmond was unable to be at her side in her final moments, caught instead in the grip of his own addiction. The years that followed only escalated. He faced additional drug charges, a probation revocation after using methamphetamine inside a rehab facility, and in 2018, an arrest on attempted murder charges connected to a string of unprovoked attacks and an armed robbery at a convenience store. His father, Redmond O'Neal, said before his own death in 2023 that Redmond had cycled through 13 treatment centers without lasting success. For years, it looked like the story would only end one way. Then, in early 2026, Redmond's longtime godmother and conservator announced that he had been drug-free for 5 years while receiving treatment at a state hospital. She said he had finally received a proper mental health diagnosis and medication, something she believes had been missing his entire life. Today, he participates in 12-step recovery, reads daily, and even helps support other patients going through the same struggle. Farrah Fawcett's final words, according to those who were with her, were simply her son's name. For most of the years since her death, that concern seemed tragically justified. In 2026, for the first time in decades, the people who loved Redmond O'Neal most are finally allowed to say his mother would be proud of him.